still working at your 9-to-5 job, but you have a strong desire of starting an online business because you have always had the entrepreneurial mindset, that is amazing. You don't necessarily have to quit your day job. You can actually start your business while still being employed. So make sure that you watch this video till the end, where I give you all the steps that you need to take to make this happen. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Jamie from jbrady.com. For the latest videos on entrepreneurship, finances, and coaching, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every week. I am the #1 person that is always saying, if you're feeling burnt out, if you're depressed, if you hate your day job, if you're tired of the hamster wheel, then you need to take the leap into entrepreneurship and do something that you love. But with this being said, I'm also telling you today that if you love your job, if you are currently working a 9-to-5 and you love what you do, but you still have that desire to start your own online business, it might just be because you've always had an entrepreneurial mindset and you want to step into that journey. And that is amazing. You can absolutely do that. You also might love your day job, but you're not really getting compensated what you desire. So you want to start a side hustle. That way you can start getting more revenue and income in your life, which is also amazing. So it's absolutely possible that you can start your online business while you're still employed. So here is the step #1 that you need to consider when you're starting your online business. So the first step is deciding and trying to figure out what type of business you are going to start. Are you going to be a coach, a consultant? Are you going to be offering a service, selling a product? And why is it that you're starting it? What is the real reason behind it? And you can even think of the things that I just mentioned. Is it because, yes, you love your job, but you just know that you would be great as an entrepreneur? Or two, because you know that it's something that you're very passionate about, that you really like, and that you want to also make money from it. If you walk into this entrepreneurial journey just thinking of the money and that being the only reason why you're starting, then there's a high chance that it might be a flop. You can't just have a money mindset. You have to truly, one, know that you are going to love what you're doing and enjoy it, and two, that is profitable, because obviously you need to have both. So that is the #1 step to getting started. Once you figure out what type of business you want and why you're even starting the business, next is figuring out what you need in order to even start. So meaning, like, obviously it's an online business, but what really do you need to get started? How much money do you need to invest? What office equipment do you need to buy? What softwares and programs do you need to get in order for this business to be up and running? And make sure that you watch this video that talks about the most things that are usually needed for online businesses. So this is important for you to know before you even start, because you want to make sure that it's not something that is going to be over your current budget. You know, you're depending and you rely on your 9-to-5 income. So you want to make sure that this new business venture is going to fit into your already expenses in your life. Next is time. How much time do you currently have to focus on this new business? Because if you're working all day, Monday through Friday, 9-to-5, you might be exhausted by the time you get home. So it's really trying to figure out, when are you going to focus on your business? When are you going to invest that time that is needed in order to build and grow this new business venture? Because once you do this in the early stages, when you're just starting out, it's going to help you organize your life and your business, and it's going to help you stay on the right track. So for example, if you're working at your 9-to-5, literally Monday through Friday, 9-to-5, when are you going to work on your business? Is it going to be weeknights? So that's something to think about. Are you going to work right away when you get home? Or if you have children like myself, your time might be tied up from the moment you get home to the moment when you go to sleep. So something that I used to do when I first started my business was that once my children were asleep, then that's when I would sit for a few hours and work in my business and then go to bed. Maybe that's something that you could do yourself if you have children. If not, then just really just deciding when is a good time for you to sit there and work on your business in order for it to grow. You can do weeknights, you can just work on your business on weekends, or have a combination of the two. But you need to just set a schedule for yourself in order to set yourself up for success. Next is keep your job, your day job, and your online business separately. Meaning when you are at work at your 9 to 5, you are focused and only focused on your day job. And when you are home, then you are taking that extra time that is needed to focus on your online business. Why is this important? Well, because first of all, if you're working at your day job, you don't want to be caught or spoken to by a manager or a supervisor because they caught you working on something not related to that business. So just make sure that you separate the two and you focus on each individual things when needed. So when it's your day job, it's all about your day job. When it's your online business, it's all about your online business. Next is to market your business. You want to let all of your friends and your family know what you're currently doing. You also want to let your colleagues know at your workplace that you've launched a new business. You probably won't be able to sell them the service or the product to them, but you can let them know, and I'm sure they're going to be able to support you. But obviously, the more that you promote your business and market your business and talk about what you're doing, the more exposure you're going to have, and it's going to attract those ideal clients, and it's going to help you make those sales that you need in order to make that revenue in your new business. With all of this being said, from experience, working a 9 to 5 full-time job and also starting an online business is not a walk in the park. So here are some tips that I can personally give you to help you with your journey. So one is to plan it out. Have a plan. What type of business you're going to start, when you're going to start it, what your goals are for this business, what you project. Like, have a plan. When are you starting it? Have a deadline, a timeline of, okay, I'm going to do this week, I'm going to do that next week, because that way it's going to help you with the process. It's going to speed up the process for you versus just having this idea of starting a business and not actually executing it. Two is, because it's a lot, it can be overwhelming coming home from work feeling maybe exhausted and drained because you've been working all day, and then knowing that you have to now work on your online business. That's why it's super important for you to love what you're going to be doing, because if you love it and you're passionate about it, even if you're tired, you're not going to feel like, oh, I'm dragging my feet. No, you're actually going to be excited because now you're working on something that you also truly love. So just making sure that whatever you decide doing is something that you love. That's number one. Two, that you're passionate about. And that three, you're not going to feel like it's work. You're going to feel like it's something else. Number three, to help you with the marketing, because you're probably going to be busy at work all day. So you don't have time to be sitting there doing Instagram videos, IG stories, showing up live on Facebook because you're going to be at work. So a tip for you is that you can do these things. You can schedule out your content. You can plan ahead and maybe do them during the week, like some nights when you are available, when you're home, when you're relaxed, when you have time, or even say, you know what, I'm going to plan all of my content, and then on the weekend, I'm going to take a full day, maybe on a Saturday or a full Sunday, and I'm going just to make videos and make all my graphics for Instagram and use a scheduler like maybe Buffer or Hootsuite or Later to be able to schedule them in advance. That way, it helps to automate the process of your online business, and you're not having to physically do these little tasks because it's a lot. And again, like I mentioned before, if you are not planning and strategizing and just laying everything out on the table of how you want things to go, you can be overwhelmed. And the last thing that you want is to be feeling burnt out, because it's too much having a day job and it's too much having a side hustle. So make sure that you start on the right track by signing yourself up for success, by making sure you have a plan and also a way of doing things. My next tip is to outsource. So let's say your online business is growing and you are already making some money, you can actually outsource some of the tasks that is very time consuming for you. Remember, you are juggling two things at once, your 9-to-5 job and a business on the side. So maybe you want to outsource social media management, or maybe you need a copywriter, or maybe you just need someone to help you with specific tasks that are just consuming too much time. You can absolutely do this because it will help you tremendously. And my last tip, if you are planning to eventually leave the 9-to-5 and focus full-time on your business, maybe this wasn't your plan from the beginning. Maybe your plan was just to continue working at your job and just have a side hustle for extra money. But now that you're really seeing the potential of your side hustle, maybe you want to focus and be a full-time entrepreneur, which that is amazing. But in order for you to do that, you need to prioritize. You need to prioritize your goals. You need to write weekly goals and monthly goals and yearly goals in order to be able to continue to grow your online business and be able to get that consistent income that will give you the opportunity to leave your 9-to-5 job. So with all this being said, I hope this video was helpful. And if you need a guide and a step-by-step process of what you should do in order to start and launch your business the right way and successfully, make sure that you download the guide that I have put together for you using the link in the description. Also, if you're looking for more support in your entrepreneurial journey, make sure to join our private Facebook group with other aspiring entrepreneurs like yourself using the link in the description. If you like this video, make sure that you hit the like bell and make sure to subscribe and share this video with all your family and friends. I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed rest of the day and blessed week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.